So, this is Miles, and this is
Harry.
and today we're going to be helping you guys learn how to do some construction. Some basic forms of geometry are first the point, which is literally just a single point in space, and then next is a line, which is infinitely thin spaghetti noodle between two certain points, and then there's planes, which are typically represented in the form of a parallelogram. Sorry for the bad drawing. And it's like a parallelogram that goes out infinitely, and it's really thin. It doesn't have any thickness at all.
Okay, so to do constructions, you got to know the basics like point, line, and plane. But then you also have to know, well, what to use. So we've got here a little protractor.
Technically, it shouldn't be a protractor. A straight edge is actually just literally a little plastic thing with a straight edge. It's not supposed to have any of these markings or have the angle measures, but I don't really have a straight edge, so this is what we're going to use.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to find them, so you can just use this. Just don't rely on these.
Yeah. You should really get in the habit of not using rulers for measurements, because eventually you're going to have to learn how to measure stuff without using a ruler.
You'll use this baby right here.
Yeah, and this is the king of constructions. You're going to use your compass for pretty much everything you do. So since you're using it so much, it's really important to get a good one. I would highly suggest getting one that's steel or some kind of metal, like this one here. Don't get a plastic one, because it will break, especially if it's in your backpack and you're carrying it around all day.
Yeah, and it's pretty straightforward on how to use it. You just use this middle pin to make it wider or smaller, and you can use the top little pin rotator here to spin it. And there's two little points down at the bottom. You add in some lead on one side, and you have this little metal pin with a very fine point on it to help it stick in while you make this rotation of the circle.
Yeah, and you're going to see right here these little wheels. So if you want to, let's say this is falling back in or being pushed back in, you can take this and loosen it, and it falls out. And then you can push it back in to the length you want, and then just tighten it again. And you do the same thing with the lead on the other side, in case like your lead is running low or something like that.
Alright, here's how to draw a circle. You literally just take the point with the fine tip, stick it there, and then from the top, hold it steadily, and then you can kind of work your way around the circle. And there's a circle.